So hello everyone, it is your girl Gel Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into my cute little Dior box. Look how gorgeous this is. I bought it from Dior's website instead of buying it from Sephora because I wanted some pretty packaging in my life, and look at that, it is simply stunning. So I ordered the new matte foundation and I wanted the blushes too, and then the foundation they had came out with last year looked really cool to me, but they didn't have it in my shade last year, so I went ahead and bought that. Came with this cute little card, and then it's packaged with the paper. I'm pretty sure I've done this with you all before because I have another Dior box sitting over there, but this one looks way prettier than that one does. It's like, with the amount of money I paid though, you need to be giving me presentation, because with the two blushes I bought, because I bought the two blushes to try, I bought two different foundations. It was like $100 and I think $80 something. So I'm like, I need to be having all that. So I got both shades of the blush. I got the pink one and the coral one, and then I got the 24-hour wear foundation natural perfection. This is the one they came out with last year that they didn't have in my shade initially. I don't know if they added shades or what happened, but I ended up grabbing it, the one with the white top, this one right here. So I ended up getting it just because I wanted to try it, and this is the perfect time for me to try it, the season anyway, because it's winter, so oily foundations aren't as bad and make me look as oily as crazy, even though I feel like I look oily and crazy now. But that's because that's a different foundation. That has nothing to do with this. Let's focus. And then this is the one we're going to try out today. So this is the newest one, the Dior Forever Transfer Proof 24-Hour Foundation, High Perfection. It is concentrated floral skincare with sunscreen, broad SPF 15. So I wear the shade 6 in neutral in all Dior foundations, if anyone's curious. I forgot to bring my Dior concealer though, so we won't be using that with this today because I had the Dior concealer to go with it. Oh Lord, y'all, it's looking red in the bottle. I don't like that. It's looking red. It's looking real disrespectful and red. I do have some yellow pigments to brighten it with though, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, let me zoom y'all in a little bit and then we can get the foundation put on. But oh, if you're curious what's on my eyes, this is the Blend Bunny palette. They're actually watching the video for this today when I'm filming this on Sunday the 9th. You're watching this Blend Bunny eyeshadow look, and then you will see this video hopefully tomorrow because I gotta come back over here and film the outro. But let's get into it, okay? Okay, y'all, I'm nervous because the foundation look orange in this frosted bottle, and I'm just like I mean, I know it has sunscreen in it or whatever, but I feel like Dior foundations just always look orange for the most part. So, even when they say like neutral, and I always buy the neutral one because they look orange. So I'm just like, ooh. Tweak this up like, I think Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, see, y'all look at that. It's giving real disrespectful orange. So I'm just like, What am I supposed to do with it? Y'all see this? Dior, what are you doing over there? It's just cooling when you put it on the face, so that's what's weird about it. It's supposed to be like the full skincare, like making me feel this way, like what's going on. Lord, the orange stuff at all. Dior, what are you doing? Anyway, let's just get the blender on my face. Like I said, one pump I can already see is doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, this one pump is not doing a thing. It looks like we're going to put like 3 on because it's, no. I feel like we're going to blend it away to nothing. But just as good if it's going to look, you know, orange. Yeah, I feel like I literally got like hardly 0 to no coverage with that one pump. So this one I'm going to have to pile on. Okay. So we'll try a couple more. So that's with those Suede, that makes 3 pumps in this foundation just to start off with. So yeah. Yeah, so y'all see, look at my face. I just look orange. This is not, yeah, this is not what it is at all. Hopefully some concealer and powder can help this, because right now, absolutely not. I'm gonna push out. And this is why I usually stick to Face and Body with it, and because all their foundations be look orange. How is this neutral and I look like Oompa Loompa? Okay, so now we're going to take the Bare It All concealer. I'm still trying this out, so I decided I was going to use it today. One thing I don't like about this is like a pump. Like, why would you put concealer in a pump? Like, whose idea was that? And what's the reason behind putting concealer in a pump? That's all I want to know. I'm hoping the concealer can help us look less orange. But, you know, we'll see how it goes. Because I bought the shade Deep Golden, and NYX concealers tend to actually run to whatever color they actually are. So I'm hoping it can help with this. Because, ooh, honey, I just look orange. Concealer definitely helped in the middle of the nose, but I'm mainly help with the cheeks now that I fixed the issue down the middle of the nose, so we'll see. Okay, let's put some more on to try to combat the foolishness of the orange. And like I said, this is kind of a bare one. I feel like it's not necessarily giving a whole lot of coverage, but as long as I can fix this orange situation on the majority of my face, hopefully like Patrick's powder can save the fact that it's on. Next time I'm gonna just have to use a corrector, so it's like e.l.f. sells this yellow corrector in a little black tube, so I'm probably gonna have to like mix that in. It's like yellow pigment to give a more golden effect. Y'all saw I was looking like an Oompa Loompa 5 minutes ago, and I still feel like I look like one now toward like my forehead and a little bit down the middle of my face, which is why I'm putting more on my forehead, because, yeah, no. So, okay. What's going on underneath the eyes, but I feel like the coverage is just blending away when I use this brush, and it's not staying. So, I don't know, it's because I put the Maybelline Vitamin Enriched Eye Base on, because I didn't do that yesterday when I first tried this, and I feel like it looks fine then, so maybe I can't use like my hydrating under eye primer when I put this on, or else I'll have a whole situation there. So I'm going to take the Laura Mercier Translucent Honey Powder like I did yesterday. Okay, so I only got my velvet sponge. That's usually how I put on my powder now, so let's do that. It's just hard getting this huge sponge in these little bitty like containers, because like the powders I use in my grandma's house are the sample ones, and I had like the full size ones at home, of course, because I actually live there, whereas I just feel your hair, so it's sucking right now because I'm trying to squeeze this little thing in here. That's why I was taking forever to put the powder on, because I gotta dip in every few seconds to grab more powder because I'm hardly picking up any product because of the size of this sponge versus the size of this container. So let's see how these go. Okay, y'all, so this is how the face is looking. So Patrick's powder did help it a lot because I was real concerned about the orange thing. So I don't know how you calling this neutral when, you know, I'm over here looking like orange crazy person, but okay. So we're going to get into the blush in a second. I decided to use the coral one, but I will swatch the pink one just so we can see how these blushes work on brown people. But I'm going to put the rest of my face on and I'll come back and put on the blush with y'all, okay? Well, in true Dior fashion, I opened the pink one and the pan completely came out. So this is what the pink shade looks like versus the packaging that is in. So I guess I'll swatch that one first. I mean, like, are we really surprised that Dior pans are like always falling out? When I showed y'all the highlighters in 2020, like all of those falling out, so it's just like, am I really surprised? No, I'm kind of not. And it's really ashy, powdery pink. So I would like pair this with another one or like with a deep highlighter because otherwise it's not going to do anything for you. But I just bought it for fun because, you know, look at that. Like, yeah, that's not doing anything for me. I'd added like a blush topper on top of Mother's shade Cherish so that way, you know, it'll actually show up on me because otherwise it's just going to look like this ashy. So we got ashy blushes and, you know, orange foundation from Dior so far. Wonderful way to start down. So I feel like the peach one might be a little better, which is why the coral one. Which is why I picked that one. I figure if I mix it in with the Jaclyn Hill blush, it should be okay and it'll be a nice like little topper and a way to brighten it up because it ain't looking that great on its own either, see. So these are the two blushes from Dior. I swatched it against the shade Guava from e.l.f. and I feel like they look somewhat similar. I feel like this one did a little bit better job blending in. This one looks a little bit more chalky, but I mean it's $3 paid for 37. They better, you know, do something. But I figured I'd show you since I'm here, you're here. No, we're all here and available. Why not? So now I'm going to take this blush and we're going to see how it looks. I personally feel like you probably can't even see it. But where's my mirror? Because I was using the mirror in there, but like it has a film on top of it and I just can't be bothered. And since I already had a mirror, I was like, we just use it. So, yeah, I feel like it just looks like an ashy, chalky looking situation. But I wanted y'all to see how it looks on its own. See how it looks on its own. So it just looks really glowy and ashy on someone my skin tone. Maybe if you're lighter it'll look better, but you know, it just looks like a glowy bruises on my face because I usually drape my blush around where my bronzer is. So like I told y'all, we're gonna take this one right here and put that on the face first, and then I'm gonna put the Jaclyn one on, then I'll put the Dior one on top, and then you'll see what I was talking about draping them, because that's what my plan was for these when I bought them, just have them as glowy drapers, because I figured they wouldn't work on some of my skin tone, but I wanted to, like, you know, let people my skin tone see, because I figured you'd be watching the Dior foundation video, and then we could just talk about these blushes. Cause, honey. So my plan was to put this on. And then take that same Dior blush I got on this side where I just look like a crazy glowy mess. And put it on top of the one I have on now. And now we have lightened up this blush a little bit and gave it a nice little glow. So see what I'm saying about how you can just layer it, and now I got a nice glow from the one that Jacqueline came out with, as opposed to just whatever this ashy mess is. Anyway, we have finished up the face with Dior, so this is what we're gonna look like for today. I'm gonna figure out what eyeshadow palette I'm gonna wear when I get home, because I'm trying to take Adrian to the movies. We'll see. But I will check in with you all tonight. Okay. So I have returned after a long day of work with eyeshadow. So this eyeshadow look is from the Mented Cosmetics, the Dollhouse palette. So the new palette they just came out with. The shade you saw me put in the inner corner, and that look is actually what's on my eyelids right now. And I just used the mauve. I used the more pinkish tone shade roll instead of the blue mauve one that you saw in that video that went up today. So let's look at this face and see how it's looking, because as usual I literally just, you know, sat down and pressed the button. So, I feel like the blush actually lasted pretty well. I didn't expect it to last as well as it did. I feel like it lasted better on this side than it did on this side. I'm oily in the normally places that I am oily in, which is like just across this part right here. I always get oil on my cheeks and my nose for whatever reason, but I don't know. Like, I'm just not that impressed with this foundation. I hate to say it, but it's just like, oh, it's okay. Like, if I didn't have it, I'd be fine. And I hate to sound like that, because I usually love every Dior thing I try. But it seems like lately, with the newer foundations they've been going out with, they all look orange and crazy. And although I made it work to not look as orange, I don't know. I'm just not wowed by it. It's like, it's nice, but I wouldn't say rush out to buy it. Like, you can wait till the Sephora sale to buy this one. Sis, it's not. It's not giving. I don't know what I expected it to give me, but it's not giving whatever it was I expected. It's just like, oh, okay, that's nice. I'm just glad it's not like Clay the Pro price is giving what it's giving me, which is just, oh, it's nice. Because if it was, then I'd be really upset. But it's nice. If you want to try it, I guess you should. But I'm not going to recommend you try it, because I don't, you know, it's just not wowing me the way I feel like a high-end foundation should. I'm sorry, a luxury foundation should. So that's my thoughts. Just buy Dior Face and Body instead, because this is just, man. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.